said before, every year Sheer Appeal has a tradition of honoring our graduating seniors. Because this year's senior class is so large, we've decided to split up our tradition between our two shows this year, which includes a speech and a song for each individual. So I have the honor of giving a speech for the wonderful Matthew Johnson. Matthew, star Tamper barista, grandmother of Sheer Appeal, and tour planner extraordinaire, among many, many other titles. We've been through a lot together. Though I first thought that you and Joe were the same person upon joining the group, I quickly learned that no one else can quite rock the softs and chacos as sophisticatedly as you can. Leading up to today, I researched many senior speeches to find the perfect formula for this, because you're an English major and a writing fellow, and that's a wee bit intimidating. But you deserve the best, so I decided to look through our text messages starting all the way back in the fall of 2016 to remember how our friendship evolved. After a good amount of time scrolling and a few crashes in my messages app, I finally made it to the start and found that there were two recurring subjects that almost all of our text messages were about. And those two subjects were unquestionably the glue in the beginning of our friendship: Bagelsaurus and Planet Earth. I was so intimidated by your wise nature and your polished presence during my first semester in the group. When I first got the text of, "Want to go to Bagelsaurus at like 10:30 tomorrow?" on January 28th, 2017 at 7:56 p.m. I remember feeling so nervous yet so excited. You introduced me to Bagelsaurus and held my hand as I took my first bites of the classic jumbo. You invited me into your friend suite to cuddle and watch Planet Earth almost weekly to learn about capybaras, the best animal ever, and how they're found in almost every country in South America except for Chile, which is, quite unfortunate, being you decided to go abroad in Chile. But anyway, through our shared experiences of honey rosemary cream cheese to intimate on-screen encounters with rhinos in the grasslands, I found that you're one of the most inviting, dependable, and sensible friends I have. Even though spending over $20 at Bagelsaurus because we can't make a decision on one bagel might not be the most sensible. After being with Few and Sheer Appeal for 5 semesters, I can still say that Few is that cool, sophisticated, wise beyond his years, trendy and sharp-witted individual that I once thought was super intimidating. But I can also now say that Few is much more than that. To Sheer Appeal, he was a star soloist on our previous album, Perspective's 8th track, Matino Kitano, and my heart melts a little bit whenever I hear him sing. He brings a humbleness, practicality, and level-headedness to our group that is so unique and essential for us amongst the manic and chaotic gigs, rehearsals, and song selection processes we go through. I find that Few challenges every member of this group to think critically and intentionally about our actions and choices in general and within the realm of Jewish a cappella. He pushes Sheer Appeal as an organization and as individuals to become the best versions of ourselves as performers and as friends to one another. No matter what gig we're at, and no matter how strange the gig is, I know I can always find Few there to take a deep breath with in the corner or to laugh with in a contained manner. Like when we meet children who are obsessed with your beautiful blue eyes. Or when residents of nursing homes tell us a little too much about their personal lives. Even though he has another full semester left, Sheer Appeal will miss his musicality, his pure kindness, and his ability to raise the most important, thoughtful questions. And on a slightly unrelated note, but also extremely important note, Few planned what was arguably the best gig in Sheer Appeal history during our Philly DC tour and started the never-ending debate of, what is a veggie potluck? Does it really have to have veggies at it? Talk to Few after the show to get his take on the debate. Anyway, to me, and I'm sure to many others in this room as well, Few is my rock in this group. Few is the most amazing listener and support system. He's an outstanding tour chauffeur, a fabulous aquaformal date, and most importantly, one of my best friends. I remember crying the second I saw you when we were reunited on tour this year, and I don't think I fully realized until that moment exactly how much of an essential role you play in my life. You've been such a special mentor to me in the last few years, showing me the ropes of tour planning and alumni relations. I admire so much about you, your passions for everything you're involved in, your ability to question others in such a respectful and thoughtful way, and your giggly, light-hearted manner. And from the start, you've taught me so much about what kind of person I want to be. It's crazy to think that our time in this group together is coming to a close. We never took our quick trip to Antarctica together. We've still never seen a live performance of our favorite musical, The Titanic. And I still still never managed to deviate from my go-to order at Bagelsaurus with you. But I know that our friendship will be long-lasting and will allow us to accomplish all of these things, even our trip to Antarctica. You approach everything you do with such curiosity and passion, and whether you end up being a lawyer, a writer, working on a campaign, or even all the above, I know that you'll find satisfaction and success, and I'm positive that no one in this room has any doubts about that. I know you'll make such influential impacts in the real world, just as you have on this campus and in this group. I'm sure down the road I'll be running into you in a trendy coffee shop somewhere while you're working on a crossword, and I'm sure that the tears I cried when seeing you for the first time after your semester abroad will reappear, because the impact you've made on my life is everlasting. Your senior solo Machino Kitano is so fitting. You're a true gift to my life, Palomar.